Hey guys, what's up? Scoot my butt over. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with Electric Soul. What's up everybody? If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual girl putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But today in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about a topic that was requested to me, and I have the comment here, so I'm just going to go ahead and read it. What it says is, Hiya by Will Young 9191. What's up? Hi, I have a question that I hope you can answer when you go live tomorrow. What advice would you give to someone who feels like they're losing their power or unable to tap into it? Thank you. Okay, so someone actually responded to them, and I wanted to point it out to you guys because I liked their response a lot. What they said, someone said, Senscape6891 said in response is, you can never lose your power. Losing your power is an illusion. You can only forget your power, but not actually lose it. And 8. They ate down. I'm going to tell you guys, listen. Okay. So one of the most, hey Daniel, thank you, so sweet. One of the most important things that I have learned genuinely throughout my entire, it's not even like the law of assumption journey. Yes, it's like a part of it, but truth be told, it's like a part of who you are as a person. The biggest thing is understanding that you have not lost anything ever. And the reason that I'm saying that too is because I used to think for myself that I was losing power. I actually believed that. Okay. I actually believed that at one point. I remember I thought that it's like I lost my sense of being able to manifest, of being able to just do what I want to do, have what I want to have, like all this empowerment within me. I just kept assuming that part of it was skimming away from me. Excuse me. And that because it was skimming away from me, that it was like, what did I have to do to get it back, right? Like, what did I have to do to basically have it all back where I'm able to do whatever I want, where I'm able to manifest what I want, where I'm able to live my life how I want to, where I'm able to take control and power over my reality. And the biggest thing that I learned throughout the years, because this used to actually mess me up mentally, like actually, I remember I used to really think that I couldn't do it anymore. You know, like there'd be times where I would be on a roll. And that's the biggest thing with like the law of assumption too. I know this is like a spiritual Monday video, but y'all know manifestation goes in everything. I remember that with the law of assumption and everything, there'd be moments where I would regain it back, right? So it would seem like, oh, okay, wait, no, I got this in the bag. It's okay. That's kind of like where spiraling comes in, right? So you spiral and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything. It's not manifesting, whatever, like all this fear based stuff, right? And you get through the spiral. Okay, so you had a moment, you're finally through the spiral, and then suddenly you realize, oh, I can definitely manifest this. Like I can manifest anything that I want. It's all good. I didn't have to worry to begin with. Like you know what I mean? It may feel to you like, oh, I lost those few weeks or whatever of me feeling this way. But the truth of the matter is that it never actually was gone, right? Like you realize that when you feel better, okay? And I remember for myself, there'd be a lot of ups and downs like this for me, like a lot, a lot. I mean, like consistently throughout years. Okay. So it would be like a theme of, I feel so empowered. I can do this. I can do anything. I can manifest anything. Like I just felt like I was on top of the world. And then I would hit like a point where I would start to kind of like self-deprecate. Honestly, it was always very self-inflicted. Even if something happened in my reality, the only way that that thing would actually get me down is if I allowed myself to fall. You know what I mean? Which even then, I'm gonna say like this whole segment about this kind of mindset. I'm gonna tell y'all about it soon, but I'm leading there. Okay, so yeah, there'd be like a moment, and then I would regain that power, and I'd realize, oh wait, you know, like I can actually manifest anything. I can do anything. I didn't, you know, like I don't know, something happened inside of me where I realized again that I can do this. Like it's kind of like you regain your strength, right? You regain your power, and that's what makes you feel the most powerful. And you remember, okay, wait, no, like I can do this. You know, it's like you remember, okay, so you're taking control of your over your reality again. You're doing all the things that you want to do, manifesting what you want, believing in yourself, having confidence, bringing light to everyone and everything around you, all the great stuff that you should be doing. And then you think to yourself, oh, I kind of lost myself there, right? Like after a moment when you actually start to feel better and you actually start to feel like, okay, like I have my power, I can do this, I feel better about myself, I feel more positive, I feel like I can do anything. What happened there? You know, you kind of start to reflect and you start to think, oh my God, I just saw 444 on the timestamp. That's crazy. But yeah, it's kind of like you start to think back and you're like, I kind of lost myself there. Like I forgot who I was, and I I wasn't tapping into who I was as a person. Like I couldn't remember that I'm limitless. Like I can do anything that I want. I can have anything that I want. I can manifest anything. I can have the power that I need inside of me to be that fulfilled. The whole thing is that when you have moments like this, you guys have to remember you didn't lose anything. Seriously, okay? Just like Senscape was saying in response to them, you didn't lose anything. You didn't forget you forgot about it, but you did not lose anything. It's not that your power is gone and you have to re-tap into it, or you have to re-access it, or you have to go back down a certain route in order to find it again, whatever. I mean, even then, yes, like you're finding it again. But the truth is that it's always inside of you. It's literally embedded within you, okay? Every single time or any chance that you may be underestimating your power and you start to slip from that in some way because of fear, insecurity, overthinking, it could be some circumstance in your reality that's made you feel triggered in some way that's genuinely kind of messing with your head in some way. All that stuff is just fluff that's there. Okay. It's not anything for you to actually commit yourself towards where where you would say, oh my God, like that's it. I don't know who I am anymore. I lost my way. You didn't lose your way, bro. Like you literally did not lose your way. The biggest thing that I've learned, and this is what I was going to say earlier, is that you never lose anything ever. Every single time that you feel like you've kind of strayed away from your power and then you come back to it later on, the truth is that this time around, you coming back to it, you're even stronger than the last time. Like you have more power this time than the last time ever before, because you're choosing to stay consistent and persistent in a reality where you're constantly evolving. Okay. So even if it may seem to you that you've quote unquote fallen off a track or whatever, you know what I mean? Like even if you want to overthink this, excuse me, and you want to say these limiting things that are just not true, and you want to say I lost my way, whatever, okay, you can say those things, but they're not true, and you shouldn't be feeding into those things for yourself anyway, because that's not what's going to keep you consistently growing in your highest favor. You know what I mean? Like regardless you're growing, honestly, like I stated, no matter what, it's always evolution in your reality. I think that's a very important thing to remember. It's like no matter what, always evolution. But you have to know this for yourself in order for it to actually be a great thing for you, where you feel like, I have, even then when I felt like I lost myself for a second, it's okay because I know now that I just had to realize that. Like I had to have more confidence in myself. And now that you have more confidence, like you've regained that and you feel that conscious confidence in yourself, you can definitely trust that that's only going to continue to grow as time goes on. That's it. Like literally, even if you feel like, again, maybe you have another moment and it feels like an off week or whatever, we don't claim off weeks and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say that you feel triggered by something and you feel like, oh my God, I don't feel that powerful right now, whatever. That's fine. But you need to focus on the fact that no matter what it is, it's not gone ever. Okay. And I think this person, let me reread what they said, because I think that they said when you feel, yeah, to someone who feels like they're losing their power or unable to tap into it. That's the thing, is that you feel that way, but it's not actually true. Okay. You feel that way because your ego is starting to get freaked out. The whole thing is that it's very often implemented for all of us that we need to be super, super, super consistent to the point of never, ever, ever having like a day, a moment, a breather, nothing like that. Like everything's always fast, right? Like you got to keep on going. You got to keep on moving. If you're not moving, you're losing. That's not true. I don't believe that. I don't believe in you snooze, you lose. I don't believe in, for example, with like figure skating, there's a lot of figure skaters who stopped skating when they were 6 and then they come back when they're like 25 and then they're like, oh, I missed all those 20 years of me not skating and where could I be now? What the fuck does that matter? Like, what are you talking about? For one, everything that you didn't do between that time, you were still doing spiritually. So you're still evolving. Like you came back during a time when you were the most prepared for it and when you had the most confidence for it, and you can trust that now you're only going to get even better than ever before, like even better than if you had continued skating all those years. The whole point is that you chose to keep on going. You proved to yourself that you are someone who can really own up to your power. Like you have consistency, you want to get somewhere, you want to be confident in yourself, you make these things happen for yourself. You see the confidence in you and then you keep on pushing in that direction. That's it. It's not a matter of, oh my God, I last week I was able to this and this week I'm not. Last week I was able to manifest that, but this week I don't feel so much. Last week I was, bro, like literally all that is so much fluff. It's unnecessary. And you should never, ever, ever unintentionally psych yourself out of thinking that you don't have what you know that you always have inside of you. Okay. It's just like those people that, I've heard a lot of things. Like people say, like, oh, the light in their eyes is gone, or they have no light anymore, or their passion's gone, and all this stuff. It's like, listen, it may seem gone. It may seem like it's not there anymore. They just need to tap back into it. That's it. They just need to tap back into it. And the way that you tap back into these things is simply by giving yourself a lot of grace and understanding I deserve to be happy. Like I deserve to be confident. I deserve to feel confident, really, because we're all very confident people on the inside, but we need to feel that way. I feel like it's very important to constantly feel as confident as you possibly can. Obviously, working on your self concept, self empowerment, all the great stuff that you know that you would want, like more within your reality, that leads to a bigger picture, right? So you need to constantly and consistently feed that in your highest favor, because if not, then what else? You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't sit around and water yourself down out of fear, out of a low self-esteem that you think that you have. You need to get really comfortable in you need to get really comfortable with tapping into the highest potential that you got and then staying there with that, as opposed to giving yourself so much space for you to just feel like a quote unquote failure when you're not one. Okay, you're like never going to be one. You're never going to be one, even if it feels like you are, even if it feels like, oh, I failed this, I didn't get here, I didn't do that, whatever. Bro, like literally, who the fuck cares? That doesn't matter. It doesn't take away from your power. It doesn't take away from your worth at all. It doesn't take away from your potential at all. What really shows your potential is if you keep on pushing, like if you keep on moving, if you keep on doing the thing that you know that you can't be doing, and basically getting what you want anyway at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's like persistency is always key. And that really goes to show for everything, because even then it's like you feel like you've quote unquote lost your power or whatever. But the whole thing is that, are you even like letting yourself see how powerful you really are? Or are you just going to keep on commenting on how you don't feel that within you anymore? Yes, you do. Like you literally do feel that inside of you. Regardless of whether you want to say that you do or don't, whatever, you always do, period. Okay. So you can't sit here and tell me, I don't feel it anymore. I really don't. I really don't. Baby, like I was that person for a very long time. I remember I would vent to my sister all the freaking time and I'd be like, I don't feel like I can do this anymore. Like, I don't think I can. I don't think I have the power. I don't think whatever. And she would just be like, yes, you do. Like, yes, you do. And I did. Like, I remember feeling it inside of me when I was telling her these things. I felt like I was just being prideful. Like, I genuinely feel like I was just trying to prove a point of some sort of self pity or something like that, that I was just self deprecating and I wanted someone to validate me and to feel bad and to whatever. But the truth of the matter is that my power was always there. My power was always there, and I knew that. Even when I was acting like I didn't know that, even when I was acting like, no, I really don't. I really don't. Bitch, yes, you do. Like, I remember thinking, like, damn, she's calling me out because I'm literally lying to myself. Like, yes, the fuck I do. And what's the point of me sitting around moping and acting like I don't know that when I do know that? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know these things inside. You may as well put your pride to the side and act like you actually know the things that you know about yourself, because that power doesn't go away. It doesn't die out. It doesn't dimmer or anything. It becomes even brighter with time. That's it. Like, that's the only way that you can go. And obviously you reach that point even faster. But for one, it's like not even reaching a point faster because you are already there, period. But you embody that so much more in the moment when you choose to let yourself just see it that way. When you're like, no, my power is there. I'm always going to have it. I'm always in touch with it. It's always going to exist within me. I always feel it. I always know, because that is the truth for you. And if you start assuming that for yourself, if you actually start, like, let's say right now, you're like, you know what? I've been saying things that I don't want for so long. Let me like tell myself that I can do this. Let me tell myself that I have power. Let me remind myself that I, have the potential within me, regardless of how I feel. Let me start saying that. Okay. Say that for like 3 days straight. Anytime that you want to act like you don't know, you remind yourself, yes, the fuck you know, girl. Like, you literally know. Don't act like you don't know. You're going to see how much of a difference it makes in your reality when you naturally just feel like, oh wait, no, I literally feel how powerful I am inside. Everything that I do now, I can see that there's never a dim moment. Like, there's never a moment where I'm wondering if it's true or not. I just know that it is because it's me. Like, I understand it because I'm opening that door for myself where I'm letting myself see it that way. You know what I mean? Like, you have to consistently choose that for yourself, but it is always a choice, guys, And even if there are moments in your reality where it seems like the 3D isn't completely favorable, maybe an assumption feels too heavy on you. It feels like it's a lot of pressure. Maybe someone told you something you didn't want to hear, whatever. You don't take that moment for you to sit back and start, you can cry, but like not letting it destroy you, bro. Like, that's not the point. The point is not to let these things make you feel powerless, because you're not powerless. The whole point, it's for you to see these things as motivation for you to be even stronger. Genuinely, that's the whole point of like life. I honestly feel it. I feel like everything here is meant to push you to feel even stronger, better, brighter, more confident, and more powerful about yourself. And every single chance that you get, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it seems like on the surface, no matter what anyone's telling you, you have to make a choice for yourself to make the literally the most out of all of that. Because if not you, then literally who? Like, you can't wait for anyone to hold your hand and be like, okay, baby, let's see your potential. Oh my God, there it is. Let's walk to it. No, you know that shit. Like, don't act like you don't know. You know exactly where it is. You know exactly what it is. And you know that you can do this. So why are you, don't act so modest. Like, don't act like you don't know. Be modest, be humble, whatever, but know yourself. Know yourself. You could be confident, super confident, and be very modest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not walk around being like, yeah, I'm better than you, ho, because you shouldn't. Honestly, I'm not like that kind of person. But, it's like you have to know no matter what room you walk into, no matter who you talk to, no matter what opportunity you're given, no matter where you go, if you only go to school, like in high school, or you go to work and it's somewhere really professional, whatever, you have to literally have the mindset of someone who's a golden star, because that's how successful people make it, period. Okay. It's not a matter of, oh, this person's better than me, quote unquote, because they seem like they have their shit together. They're more successful than me, baby. Like, what makes you think that you're not as successful as they are? Okay, what? Because you feel like you don't have as many possessions as they do, because you don't receive as much praise as they do. What the fudge does that matter? It doesn't matter at all. That does not matter. That is literally all external validation. That's not backed up by the belief that you have about yourself. There's a lot of people who have a lot of great, amazing, luxurious accessories, successes and accessories, that you would easily say like, oh wow, they obviously have their shit together. But a lot of those people are still very insecure, and that's not you. Like, that's not the person that you are. You're somebody who is very confident in yourself. You know exactly where your power lies. You're always feeling empowered because you know that you have a lot of potential, and you understand that you're the one who makes that path for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though these topics are so important to talk about, because at the end of the day, you can easily use anything as an excuse to put yourself down. You can easily use anything as an excuse to act like you cannot or do not have the power to do anything that you want. You can act like, oh, you know what, because I didn't do this, I'm not this. No, that's not it. Like, that is not the power. That is not the energy. The energy and the power lies where you're able to see everything as, again, a way to stay motivated in this reality, to get everything that you want, to stay on top of business, to not falter to anything, because nothing out here has the power to stop you. And to also understand that you create that for yourself. Like, you create the power inside to basically manifest all the rest all around you. Okay. So even then, maybe you're not someone who has a bunch of, let's say, like, out external validation. Let's say that maybe not everyone and their mama is kissing your butt, right? And you think that that's what you need in order to be successful. Like, you think that you need that kind of validation, that kind of external stuff. No, listen. The thing that's really going to prove as to whether you're truly confident or not inside of yourself, whether you really have that power tapped into, is if you're able to make power out of what seems to be nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, for example, even for myself, I created all this stuff that I can sit here and whine about. Like, genuinely, I can sit here and whine and say, oh, I didn't do this, or I didn't have that, or this didn't happen. I would never do that, because I understand that I've created my entire reality just by me having confidence in myself anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have made nothing into everything. And I feel like that is something that everyone has to understand, that this is not just, oh, this person's lucky, that's why they got it. This person has X, Y, and Z to back them up, that's why. No, these people, if you're truly confident, the truly confident people are the ones who create the entire world just by understanding that they have that power inside of them to be able to do that, even if it looks like, quote unquote, nothing to them, or to other people more like, because to them it looks like everything. To some other people, they may think, oh, I mean, like, how did they even do that? Like, mountains out of molehills, bro. Like, that's how you have to make mountains out of molehills. You move mountains with your mind, because you understand that your mind is literally the golden star at the top of the mountain, period. Like, you are the person who creates everything else in your reality to be what it is. So why behave as though you don't know that you're that powerful when you know that you are in your heart. Like, you know who you are. You know that you have all this energy to be able to do anything. So don't be so shy about that. And don't act like you don't know. Like, especially don't act like you don't know what it is. Don't act like you don't know that you can do anything that you want, because you know that you can, but you're the person who makes it happen. Okay, that's it. It's as simple as I'm telling y'all, but it's really all about having mental strength. If you have mental strength, you can do anything. Believe me, that's how people manifest things. It's literally just by having mental strength. It's by holding it down mentally. It's by redirecting their thoughts into something way more positive than ever before. It's by just choosing to persist in a mindset that actually benefits you as opposed to anything else, because everything else is fluff. Like, genuinely, it really is. It's all bullshit. If anything or anyone tries to make you feel like you don't have that power or tries to put you down in any way, you see that as a projection of them. It's not who you are. They try to tell you about yourself. It's not who you are. It's who they are. Because a truly, genuinely happy person is not going to go out of their way to try to put you down ever, because that's just not what they do. And if somebody ever does that, especially considering the fact that maybe you're an amazing person, which I have no doubt about at all, you're an amazing person, you're someone who has a big, open, true mind, who's completely open to all of the possibilities of this universe. I mean, anyone who tries to act like that's not true, that's just them fearing you, and that's fine. Like, let them be afraid of you, whatever. That's not the point. The point is that even through their fear, they're still learning to appreciate what it is to see a person really know their power and their worth. Okay, all the other stuff is just projection. If it's not benefiting you and you know that it's not coming out of a place of genuine help, like they're trying to help you, they're trying to redirect you, it's definitely just that they don't see their power for themselves yet. But you being the example that you are, where you see your power, you see your worth, you see your potential, everything, you're naturally going to rub off on everyone and everything around you in the most positive light that there could possibly be. Because I know for myself, that's how I made my way. Seriously, it is. It's how I made my way. That's the only way. It's because I knew that if I wanted to be an inspiration, which I that's literally the whole point of that's the whole point of everything that I do. Literally, it's just to help people. That's it, to inspire people. It's to show people that if I can do it, y'all can do it too. And I feel like I've literally made that happen, and I'm only going to continue doing that. Like, it's only going to get better from here, because that's where my mind is at. I let my potential be everything that I knew that it could be for myself. Like, I created that. No one validated me. I made that happen, and then the validation came. But by that point, I didn't need it. Like, you know what I'm saying? No one needs validation, but you know what I mean? Some people really enjoy that. At that point, when I started getting like external validation, I was already at a point where it was like, I know, thank you, because I already knew for myself. And that's what I want for all of y'all too, where it's as natural as that, where it's like, yeah, I know, like, yeah, I know I'm that bitch. I know I can do it. I know that I have that much power. I know that I can manifest anything. I know, because of course, why would you not know? This is everything that you've put into your entire life up until this point. And obviously, if you're here, you're listening, you're whatever it is that you're doing here on this channel, listening to me, it proves to you that you have a lot of potential and a lot of power, because you obviously care about yourself a lot. Because everything that's spoken about on this channel are all things that definitely do trigger the ego, because it's such deep things that is not like heavily implemented into society. But and alongside that, I mean, it shows that you are someone who really cares about yourself, because you want to be even better than you already are. And of course, inevitably you are. You're only going to get better, but you have to make that route. You have to keep on pushing in that direction. And if it's not you, then who? Like I stated, no one's going to hold your hand to the end of the finish line like that. You have to be the person who gets this shit moving in motion. Okay, the gear's moving, and you just keep on going, and you keep on going. You don't give up. You don't give up. Even if you have a moment, that's okay, but you cannot forget your power in those moments. You cannot act like everything that you put into this is BS and it's falling apart. It's not. It's all coming together. And the more that you're on your own side, is the easier this will be for you. Because at the end of the day, I made things very difficult for myself at some points. I definitely did. But even then, I knew that, it's like I could have just had it easier, and that's fine. I'm not upset about that. I'm glad that I had those moments, because they taught me to stop. Like, they told me to shut up, bro. They taught me to just be quiet and stop being so prideful, and just let yourself see yourself as the world, because you are that. So why act like you don't know that when you fucking know that you are? Like, your power. Stop acting like you don't know. It's that serious, guys. Don't be that prideful. Don't be that humble. Don't act like you don't know. You know what it is. You know what your tea is, and you know what you're completely capable of, and you know that you can do it. And whatever it is inside of you that makes you feel extremely connected to that power and potential, that's what I want y'all to really take with you to the end of the finish line. because that's what's going to take you, okay? Not another person, not external validation, but you from the inside out. Everything that you're telling yourself, everything that you're feeding yourself, everything that you're helping yourself with, that is what's going to lead you to the bigger picture. It's because you're manifesting that accordingly, naturally speaking, just by believing in yourself, period. Okay, guys? So with that being said, my goodness, 25 minutes talking. Wow, I think that's a new record. No, I spoke one time for 31 minutes recently. Thank you guys so much for watching this part of the video. Thank you guys for listening to everything that I had to say about this, because this is very important to me. And I feel like to everyone else too, like this is something that goes very deep. It's something that we all have to remember. And it's like the illusion of separation from you and your power is exactly that. It's an illusion. Okay. Don't feed into that. Don't entertain it. Just remember that it's just a moment. Excuse me. And that's it. Like it's just a moment. That's it. It's just a moment. Treat it like it's nothing, and it literally will be nothing. When things start to feel like a bigger deal and you make them into a bigger deal, that's when they appear to be a bigger deal, but they're not actually a bigger deal. Like you can totally take away the illusion of it seeming that way just by saying it's not that big of a deal. I'm good. I got this. Just like that. Just recollect yourself. And even if you don't feel like it's okay right now, just keep on reminding yourself it is okay and it will be okay. And then you will literally start to see that be okay within your reality. And it's going to be as great as that, because I mean, yeah, you're the creator of your reality. If you say everything's good, genuinely, like it always is. But all right then, guys, I'm going to read the comments. And before I do that, let me show you guys my makeup. Okay, so I made like a heart and a dot right there, so y'all can see. And then over here I have 2 hearts. And then yeah, that's it. I got all yellow makeup. But yes, okay guys, let's see what y'all have to say. Love you guys. Aw, thanks, that's so sweet. Magic of Mediums, I'm so happy. I'm glad that you're here. And yes, I'm very excited. We're gonna get like ring lights, more ring lights, because I have like 1 right now. So we're gonna get like more ring lights, and then my sisters and we're gonna get together and we're just gonna go live. And that's probably gonna start, I feel like, within the month or so, or within a month. That's what I feel. But thank you guys. Thank you so much, Magic and Mediums. That means a lot. Thank you, genuinely. Hey, Angelic the Moon. Yes, period. Hey boo. I like the emojis you use. It's so cute. Hey, user. Hey, I'm glad that you made it. Thank you for being here. Okay, someone said, great point. If I get triggered, you can always change your beliefs. I always assume at least 5 affirmations that contradict the triggering thought and eventually get what I want, Electrosoul. Good. That's exactly right. You see, so you are literally choosing to see your power constantly. So upon you using these 5 affirmations that contradict the triggering thought, that's you choosing to remain persistent with your power and your potential. It would be totally different if you sat there and you were like, you know what? It's true. I can't. No, but you're not going to do that because you know that that's not helpful to you. And it's kind of like what the next person said. What about willful ignorance? Yes. So this goes hand in hand with that willful ignorance, because when you're willfully ignorant, it's like you're that's kind of where the pride thing comes in. Okay. So you know better, but you're acting like you don't know better. And it's kind of like, why are you putting yourself down for no reason? Genuinely, like, what is the purpose of that? That comes from childishness. It comes from a fear inside of yourself to actually tap into your power and your potential. If you ever feel like you're being willfully ignorant, which I have felt for myself that I have been when it came down to myself, the biggest thing was just like I had to snap out of it. Like it's kind of what I would tell my sister, like, oh, I can't do it, and she'd be like, yes, you know you can. Like, stop acting like you don't know. And I'd just be like, shit, she's right. Because yeah, like she's right. I knew that. You have to snap yourself out of it. You have to stop acting like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because you do know. And you have to remember that everything that you want for yourself is everything that you can actually achieve, and that it's like something that you deserve. Feel connected to that. Let yourself actually see it that way. And don't be so afraid of all the great things that you're manifesting just because it seems like a big deal. I mean, it does seem that way, and it can very much feel that way. But is it actually a big deal? No, because everything that you want is everything that you deserve naturally. And if you deserve it, then you were always meant for it since literally the beginning of time. So it's not like, whoa, I'm meant for greatness. Oh my God, that's a lot of pressure. No, like you were literally meant for greatness since the beginning of time. So it's not actually that much pressure, like it's just a part of your natural calling, like a part of your natural being, basically, since the beginning of time, period. Okay. So tap into that. And the more that you do, it's going to get a lot easier for y'all to just see it that way, where it's like, yeah, my power, my potential, it's everything that I am. I have no fear here. I can do this. It's going to get so much easier for you to just be consistent with your confidence. And that is always the most important thing. Okay, someone said, Electra, I have to admit, I am a huge skeptic, but love your content because you're so positive. Thank you so much. And because these new age beliefs intrigue me, but still, I kind of wish you'd be able to send a curse towards someone way. There's this guy who was obsessed with me for years and would not just leave me alone after many years of ignoring him, harassment. My soul felt bothered. I want him gone. And I don't want him to move on to another innocent girl and hurt her, someone who can't take a no. Okay, so I understand what you're saying. I don't feel like you're as much of a skeptic as you think, honestly, because you do believe in the spirituality of it. I think that more of it is that you have like a fear that maybe, like you said, kind of that things won't work out, that this person's going to end up hurting somebody else, or like it's going to make you feel triggered in some way if they continue doing stuff like this. I think for you, I'm not going to do a curse like on anyone. I will tell you guys though that, okay, I'm going to be completely honest. Words are spells. You already know this though, okay? Words are spells, they could be curses too. So anytime that you raise yourself up, you're putting a positive spell on yourself to be better. Anytime that you shit on yourself, it's kind of like you're quote unquote cursing yourself, but that is all subjective. Even if it seems like you're quote unquote cursing yourself, that is still something that you can manifest out of. It's not like, oh, I cursed myself and like my bloodline is cursed. No, like you can literally undo that. It doesn't have to be that deep. It's literally a choice of what you're mentally and physically saying, verbally saying to yourself, okay? So with this person, I think the biggest and best thing you could do, and what I would do, and I'm actually going to set this intention with you for this person so that they don't do this to anybody else, is literally set the intention that they don't do anything to anyone ever again. Make it a point that, okay, for one, don't overthink it. That's a very important thing, because sometimes, and like the first thing that I thought to myself was that you may overthink it. That's why I'm saying this. There's sometimes when people intend these things like, oh, I intend that they never touch another person again, or that they never bother another person again, or whatever. And then you think, but how could that happen? What would happen? Like, would they be sent away? What would happen to the person? How am I sure of that? Like, those things are those questions are understandable, but they're not your problem, because now it's like you set the intention for literally your reality to take care of it, and your reality will anyway. Okay, so don't try so much to figure out what's going to happen. Just set the intention of, and have confidence in the fact that this person is literally never going to do this again. Like, this was just a lesson for him to learn with me to never fuck with anyone else like that ever again. Okay, you see how strongly I'm saying that? Like, I literally got shivers in my feet, bro. I just got like tingles in my feet saying that. It's because I just set that intention, like, for you, through you. I set that intention through you for this person to stop and to basically never do this again to anybody else, because you are very adamantly strong on the fact that, yeah, you know what? I'm strong enough to handle this shit right now, but you're never going to do this shit to anybody else ever again, because I rebuke and I refuse that you do. And you have confidence in that. They're never going to do anything again. I promise you. Like, something will happen. Maybe they will be put off into like a space where they won't be able to like talk to many people or something. It could be literally anything. Maybe they'll have a mindset shift. Maybe they'll go to jail. I'm not intending that they do. I mean, well, you did say they were like harassing you, but no, that's fucking weird. Definitely. They're definitely going to get exactly what they deserve. That's the whole point. And upon them getting what they deserve, your whole destiny here is just to take care of that, spiritually speaking. So you say, motherfucker, like, you're never going to do this again. That's it. It's over. It's over. It will be over. And that's it. And if you have confidence in that, I promise you it is true. Like, it literally is going to happen. It already is happening, for one, because I set that intention, but also with you setting that intention, it's going to skew it all the way the F out. Okay. So double that, and you're going to see it definitely works just like that. I promise you guys, it really does. And the more that you believe is always the better. It's always the best. I mean, of course, you have to have confidence, you got to believe, but it does work. And I know, because I've done this, not specifically for something like this, but kind of, actually. Not like a harassment thing like that, but with people who like needed to be stopped. I was able to do that. And I know that you can too. Okay. Believe in yourself, and please keep us updated. I would love to hear about what happens or what you see, what you intend, what you do. Definitely let me know though. And you have a lot of power. Remember that you have so much power to make anything happen. You don't need to like pay a witch or anything. You can literally just be your own person who makes it happen just by setting the intention. And so it is. Thank you, Magic and Mediums. Love the makeup. That's really sweet. Thank you. I just want to show you guys, because every time I do like my lives. I want to show y'all my makeup because you can't see it as clearly, I think, as like when I was on video, like on my camera. But yeah, so thank you so much. But okay, guys, I see that that's basically it for today. And that was a big fat blast to make a video like this. Genuinely, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for literally everything. If y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, if y'all want to ask me anything, update me on anything, y'all can always come by on Thursday. So this Thursday, today's Monday. I will be back on Thursday to talk about a law of assumption based video, and you guys can talk to me about anything, and I'd be really happy to talk about it all. But please, guys, take care of yourselves. Please keep your mental health very strong and very good. I know that there's a lot of stuff that's going out right now on social media and a lot of things that we're seeing, a lot of ugly truths about, like, you know, Epstein and his friends and shit like that. And I understand that for a lot of people, it honestly has hurt a lot of people mentally. A lot of people felt very traumatized by what they've seen, what they've heard, and it's all very understandable. But please remember, guys, to stay super, super strong minded, because all that is low key intended to discourage you. And that's exactly why you have to stay encouraged. Okay. You have all the power to stay strong minded. Nothing can stop you. Please remember, guys, so much power lies in you knowing your power, and that's the whole point of this video. You need to know your power. You have it all. You can do it all. I promise you guys. Thank you guys for literally everything. Literally everything. And this person said in response really fast, I wouldn't want to hurt them because they do not deserve the energy, nor do I taint myself without that sort of behavior. I just want them to change their ways. Thank you for being so supportive. Thank you, love. Exactly, though. You see what I'm saying? Intend that. Intent. That's nice of you. You see, like, that's like a real thing, because I feel like that proves that you're someone who has, like, you have like a good heart, obviously. And it's not about hurting people. It's just about making them stop. And you can intend that they stop. And I promise you, something will happen where they will be forced to stop. And it won't be your fault. It won't be like, oh, you know, whatever. It's literally just natural. You set the intention. So the intention is the purpose of it. And then it's going to manifest into fruition. So that's the best part about it all, is that your belief in that, it does manifest no matter what. I've done this for people who are literally like sour. I've done this for people who were like fucked up people, bruh. And I just like set intentions, big, powerful intentions. I would not play about it. I wasn't like, oh, I really hope. I'd be like, no, you're like, that's it. It's done, bruh. It's freaking done, period. And it would manifest, because that conviction that you have, it makes it really gets shit done, guys. It really does. Okay, last thing, because I see someone else ask something. If I'm struggling to manifest it, it means I'm in the state of trying. That's why nothing changes. No, that's not true. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't even say like, I'm trying to manifest, or like trying. Get that word out your vocabulary. You have manifested it. You're doing it. You set the intention. So it is. It's done. Things are changing because you're allowing them to, and they may seem like they're not changing because you probably believe that they're not, more than anything else, but you shouldn't believe that more than anything else. And manifesting perfect skin, but don't know every day feels the same. That's okay. It can feel a certain type of way right now. I think that the biggest thing you should be focusing on is the fact that your skin is naturally changing for the better. And don't overthink how, don't overthink when, don't overthink what is it going to take. Just know that it's changing, and that's it. Literally, everything always manifests so much easier and so much quicker when you just naturally trust that it's happening anyway. Like, it's happening no matter what you see, no matter what you don't see. If you have confidence and trust, bruh, it's gonna happen anyway. Believe me when I say that. And your perfect skin is manifesting. Just give yourself a lot of time to just ease off of that in a way where you right now may be feeling overwhelmed. Don't let yourself feel so overwhelmed. Let yourself just see it for what it is and just be like, it's gonna be okay. Like, I can do this. My face is genuinely getting better. It is. It's already better. Let me keep on living my best life knowing that. And that confidence, it reflects. Oh, I love you. You're a queen for a reason. Thank you. That's so sweet. God bless you, honey. Genuinely, thank you. To be honest, I'm excited because I feel I like this, because literally I'm excited because I feel like it will motivate a huge political change. Oh, everything's changing, baby. Everything's falling apart. It makes me, I'm so fucking happy about it, because everything's been very corrupt for a very long time. But the thing is that now, because things are so corrupt now, it's like, you know, we hit a wall spiritually, and now it's all coming down to be rebuilt. So I'm definitely looking forward to what's gonna happen. I know it's gonna be really good. I know that everything that's happening right now seems really bad, but I know it's because it's exposure to all the badness that there was, and we're changing it for the better. I don't want to watch the news a lot, but when I see some of the news, I see people standing up and so much being exposed where I'm like, some change has to happen. It's happening. Don't let people make you think that it's not happening. Changes are happening, believe me. And I've been thinking about that a lot recently too, like how it seems as though people are being very adamant, like, you know, corrupt people are trying to make it seem like there's no changes. That's the thing. It's changing because they're fucking panicking. That's what we want to see. Yeah, bitch, you're panicking because y'all know this high horse everyone's on, it's coming down. Like, we are the people who rule the world. Y'all know we the people. We are the people by Empire of the Sun. We are the people who rule the world. Yeah, that's us, literally. To be honest, Electra, I can't afford to pay for coaching to manifest whatever I want. The best part about that is that you don't need to pay for coaching from anyone. You just need to apply what you know, because everything that you can do with manifestation, you can learn online. Just apply it. If you want extra help, I feel like honestly set an intention that someone's able to help you one-on-one, even if you don't want to pay for it or whatever else. You can still, I mean, even then you can manifest being able to afford it. You can manifest someone helping you for free. You can do whatever you want, but get creative and let it all work out for you. But no pity, no self-pity, no self-victimization. Don't act like you can't do it. You can. You have the power and the potential, and you always freaking can. Believe me when I say that. I did it. I've done a lot of things thinking that at one point that I quote unquote couldn't. Stop being stubborn and let yourself see that you definitely, definitely can. May God bless you guys always. Thank you guys so much for everything. I love you guys. Genuinely, I'm so excited to talk on Thursday. Thank you guys again. I love y'all. Please take care, everyone. Continue doing what you're doing. And basically just, yeah, get everything that you want. And everything else, okay. What helps you in beginning of your law of assumption? That's so funny. And you have my confidence, baby. Like, my confidence that you're saying you want, you need to get that inside of you. I'm here for inspiration. I'm not here to make y'all yearn. I'm here to inspire you to do it yourself for you, because that's exactly what you can do. But what helped me was just understanding at the beginning that I I had to learn, honestly, low key the hard way, because I was so stubborn. But what really helped me was understanding that, like, if other people can do it, I can too. Other people were my inspiration, like seeing naturally. I was like, there's no way that if other people are manifesting what they want, that I can't. You know what I'm saying? And that goes like for figure skating too. I see people doing like triples and doubles, and I'm like, if they can do it, I can too. Like, nothing's here holding us back, you know? So I think the biggest thing was just me saying to myself that if I'm motivated enough, I can do it. If I want to get this bad enough, I can manifest it. If I really want and intend everything, I can do it. And this world will show me how I can do it naturally. And just like that, it will for you too. Naturally, you're going to see, if you set the intention right now to let this world help you, this reality will come through so strongly for you. You would be almost like, your ego would almost be surprised to see, wow, I really am that supported. Because yeah, of course you absolutely freaking are. You always have been. But now that you know it, it's like, that's the more that you're going to see in your reality. And that is exactly what you deserve. Of course, love. Please take care of yourselves. I love you guys. God bless you. I love you more than anything. Bye, guys. God bless. I'll see you on Thursday. Stay tuned and hit up the Eternal Starlight, my sisters and I, YouTube channel for more spiritual tea. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. I'm super excited for that, but we'll talk about that very soon. I love you guys. Thank you guys for everything, and thank you for being here. It means more to me than you could ever imagine. 16 people in here, 16 likes. I'm going to look up that angel number next time and let y'all know about it. God bless you guys. Oh my God, it went 15 and then 17 likes. You guys are crazy. That's so cool. I love you. Bye, angels. God bless. Bye.